I've got one, eating a turkey leg at the Minnesota State Fair.
Our family is from Minnesota, so I remember just driving up here, for the state fair and seeing silos.
We were gonna have a party, and then I canceled the party. That was sort of more exciting to me. Elliot just had a big show at Marciano in Los Angeles, and so that was sort of a celebration. All weekend, music, Belle playing. It was an incredible installation, and that was kind of the celebration.
I'm interested in sound, and I've been interested in bells my whole life. Lately, we've been melting down bullet casings and guns and making these peace bells, and so we just did a show in Los Angeles.
That's a good question. I think I borrowed that lyric from a Van Morrison song. What song would I play on the radio? My song.
We have a secret place that we like to go in Montego Bay. When you land at the airport, you go in and there's a currency exchange. But if you're paying attention on the sign, on the wall, it says Federal Records, and then you ask to see the records, and the guy brings out this brown paper bag of 45. So we go there every time we fly in and always find some amazing music there.
I mean, it's either eyes or ears, you know? Those are we need both of those. I saw a beautiful Ferrari the other day. I was in Los Feliz, and this darling, probably 68, it was just this gorgeous red Ferrari, and these two young dudes got into it. And I was like, how can you afford that thing? That car probably costs $18 million. I'd probably be a 69 Ferrari, silver. I mean, it's different. It's different every time. It kind of just, we cater the visuals to the music, and the last 3 videos we did, we like to incorporate dance into our videos. It's always fun to throw a dance party, so Mockingbird was kind of the dance party. And then for Have You Both, it was another collaged dance party where, you know, I cut up people and made them get together and have a sort of 3-way party together. And then what else? Oh, we did a video for Rock Study, which is my favorite song on the record, and that was another dance party that we did on a green screen at my friend's mom's studio, and it was super low budget. And, you know, we pull our resources and bring our people together, and that's kind of, we like to celebrate our music, and we like to celebrate with the people we love, and that's the first step to making a music video. Invite your friends and dance together. I mean, I would arrest Trump probably and make him against the law, make him illegal.
On this tour, we're working with a really cool new organization called Mission Impact Partners, and they're kind of pairing us with different organizations around the country every night that we're kind of trying to bring awareness to and get people to kind of help volunteer. But last night there was an organization called Voces de la Frontera. They're Wisconsin-based, but they're working for immigrants' rights. So I feel like that's an important issue right now, and immigration law needs reform, and, you know, we need to have more loving and receptive attitudes towards refugees in particular. All of those things are actually sort of like points of influence, you know, for us. But I think at the core, you know, when we're on tour, we feels like we're in a rock band, you know, and that's fun. But we all come from, you know, different backgrounds, and we all like to play jazz. We all love all types of music. It was fun. No, it was actually very...
It was important. We actually had a very mutual understanding of the separation that needed to occur, and I think that a lot of artists are there's been a sort of movement towards back to the independent route, and you know, that's what you should do all along, really. But we had an amazing relationship with Columbia, and we worked with kind of the most old school dude at the label. Mark Williams was amazing, and he had a very small, selective, beautiful roster of musicians that he worked with, and it was fun to be a part of that. It was MIA, Nine Inch Nails, Tyler the Creator, Gwen Stefani, Jack White, and Wild Belle, and so it was just fun to be in a mix of such radical artists with actually a very radical man. But the system was, sometimes it can be a little slow, and sometimes, you're moving in different directions, and you want to be on the same page as your team. And I think that it was just a mutual thing. We were like, all right, they kind of pushed us out to sea. They're like, sail, baby, go on. And here we are. We just put out our third album, and it's very, the vinyl has arrived, and here's the cover. I did, these faces are all cut up with, a knife, and they're kind of playful, and but I'm just excited to have it in my hands. It's always fun to hold something that you work forever on, and it just feels like it's actually here with us, and we got to actually work with another one of our favorite labels, Tough Gong, and so they're Bob Marley's label, and so it's fun to have their name. It's fun to we don't really associate with that many brands. We are our own brand, but then to have a label like Tough Gong or like Columbia represent you, it feels kind of powerful. It's empowering. Matt Schultz is a good friend of mine from Cage, and we were in the Bahamas together, and we were fishing, and he said, "Hey, Nat, maybe we should go on tour together someday." And then he called us a few months later, and we actually ended up going into the studio with him and working on the song, writing on the song that he did with Beck. Beck actually stole my song. And that single just came out last week, so we're excited to on the road with both of those guys.
You never as children. Now we fight every day.
Our band is all smirking over there because they've seen some gnarly stuff.
We like to have like physical challenges.
We got a tournament of champions.
So there just ends up being a lot of sort of like semi-dangerous feats of strength, endurance, who can lay in the snow the longest in their swimsuit, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Who can climb the highest tree? Things get a little precarious, but.
One time we were staying in this hotel, and I was on the second floor, and literally I looked out my window, and Elliot was in a tree, a very, very thin tree, and he was on top of it. Oh my goodness. But then there was another game that we played where we had to run across our friend's backyard. It was basically a field of snow, and we had to go to the tip of the forest where there were a bunch of trees that were covered in snow, and so you run across in your bare feet, you're completely naked pretty much, and you have to shake the most snow off of the tree and then run back to the jacuzzi. That was one of my favorite games.
It's like a Viking. This is appropriate. You play this in Minnesota, right?